Thank you, Madam Speaker. Today I rise in support of my Amendment 194. 194 is a very simple piece of legislation amendment. It would prohibit TRICARE from covering sex reassignment surgeries and hormone treatment for transgender individuals. The most recent numbers tell us that the Department of Defense has performed over 240 gender reassignment surgeries, costing taxpayers approximately $3.1 million. Unfortunately, that's just a small part of the cost associated with this transaction. The department has also spent over $11.5 million on psychotherapy. That's it, psychotherapy for service members with gender dysphoria. The amount of funds paid out for this psychotherapy shows that the surgery alone cannot solve the root issue for these individuals. This does nothing to help our troops continue to be the most effective fighting force on earth, and is nothing but a distraction and a waste of valuable taxpayers' dollars. The government has no business funding these procedures on the taxpayers' dime. The question that must be asked is whether we're having trans individuals makes the United States a more lethal force, and whether it helps recruit the best and most effective talent for the United States military. And the answer to that is a clear and resounding no. A report commissioned by General Mattis found that service members with claims of gender dysphoria are 8 times more likely to attempt suicide than other service members. It also found that these individuals are 9 times more likely to have negative mental health episodes than other service members. As Thomas Spohr, a former Army Lieutenant General, put it, if those with gender dysphoria are at a much higher risk of suicide, crippling anxiety, or mental breakdowns than their peers, those serving next to them will be reluctant to rely on them. Permitting them to serve also violates the principle of not placing individuals at greater risk of injury in harm's way. Madam Speaker, to summarize this, anything that does not contribute to making our fighting force the most effective fighting force on earth is nothing more than a distraction, and I will not ask the people of Montana or the United States to pay for it. I reserve.
The gentleman reserves.